Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing this Teeter FitSpine X2 inversion table. This is FDA approved, so you can use it on a 501k. But I've had this for like 3 years now, and I'll go over the pros and cons of this as well as some secret tips that I found during the usage. First off, I will point out that it does have a large footprint, so make sure you have enough floor space to accommodate this. When you are using it too, you need to make sure that there's nothing in front of it that can prevent this from the bottom from going down. And you need to make sure there's nothing that prevents the head from going all the way down. Otherwise, you're gonna get stuck and not be able to go all the way down. There is a little safety strap here that prevents it from going too far. So you can see right there, that's as far as it will go. There's tension on there. So you can get pretty vertical. Make sure also that you speak with a medical professional before you do this, because there might be some health issues that make it so that you shouldn't be using one of these. So you'll see here at the top, there's a nice little pad here for your head, which is really comfortable. This is kind of dusty, sorry. There's two little grips here, so when you're upside down, you can hold on to this. And if you notice, these grips kind of go with the chair. Now, I've had the inversion table for, like I said, about 3 years. I don't use it that often. I use it probably every 2 weeks. My wife doesn't really use this. My daughter's too small, so there is sort of a minimum height. To adjust the height, what you do is you pull this knob out, and then you pull it to, you pull this bar to however tall you are, so it'll put this here. You want to make sure that it is set to the correct height, otherwise what'll happen is you'll lay on it, and you'll get stuck upside down. You can use the handles to help you get back up, but it's not something that you want to do, so make sure that you adjust this correctly. You can, if you get stuck upside down, you can sort of squat down on it, and so pulling up towards the feet will lower your center of gravity towards your feet, which will send this down, okay? So keep in mind, there are ways to get out of it, but it's not the most comfortable thing, because when you're on here, if you have it set correctly, all you have to do is put your arms above your head, and that'll put your center of mass over here, and then you'll go down, and if you put your hands down to your side, down here, that'll lower your center of mass towards your feet, and then you'll come back down. So it's really easy to use. Once you're in, so I'll just climb in here. Okay, so I've gotten in here now. What you'll notice is there's this really soft rubber here on both sides, so it has a real comfortable feeling, but all you do is you push this in and then pull it down. That'll adjust, and then it locks, so this isn't moving. So that's how you set this up, and then when you lean back, you'll start going upside down. So if I put my hands over my head, you'll notice, oh, I gotta move the camera too, but you'll see I'm kind of going upside down, and then if I lower my hands, you'll see I'll just come back. Sorry how that looks on the camera, I'm not sure. But once you're done, just go ahead and push that in, and then raise up, and then you can get out. So overall, it's really easy to assemble. I think it took about 30 minutes. The instructions were really clear. This is pretty heavy. You can move it with one person. It's just a lot easier if you have two. I always have my wife help me because it's just so much easier. So major things, like I said, make sure you have the floor plan to accommodate this. It's very simple to use. Make sure you speak to a doctor first before using an inversion table. And it's really easy to use, really easy to set up. And I do feel some relief from my back when I use it, but I just try to limit how much I use it. But it is nice having it at your home in case you have an issue and your back doesn't feel good. You can just get some instant relief. And I find that this is easier than a hanging from a bar. So that's another benefit. If you cannot hang from a bar and you need to stretch your back out, then this is a good alternative to that. So anyways, I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching.